In 1939, the world plunged into a conflict unlike any before. World War II erupted as Germany, Japan, and Italy's Axis power sought to reshape the global order. Their ambitions led to a war that spanned continents, claimed millions of lives, and left an indelible mark on history. What drove these nations to ignite such a devastating conflict? And what military might did they wield in pursuit of their goals? Prepare coffee and snacks because this video will cover everything. Okay, we start with the first great country, Germany. Germany's military resurgence defied the Treaty of Versailles. By 1939, the Wehrmacht had transformed into a formidable force. Infantry, German infantry divisions were equipped with 442 machine guns, 135 mortars, 72 anti-tank guns, and 24 howitzers, surpassing the firepower of their adversaries. Artillery, the Wehrmacht employed a range of artillery, including the 88mm flak gun, renowned for its versatility against aircraft and armored vehicles. Cavalry, while traditional cavalry units declined, Germany utilized motorized infantry and reconnaissance units to maintain mobility. Tanks, the Panzer divisions featured tanks like the Panzer IV and the formidable Tiger I, which dominated early armored warfare. Navy, the Kriegsmarine surface fleet included battleships like the Bismarck, though it was the U-boat fleet that posed a significant threat in the Atlantic. Submarines, Germany's U-boats aimed to disrupt Allied supply lines, leading to the prolonged Battle of the Atlantic. Signature weapons, the MG-42 machine gun, with its high rate of fire, became a symbol of German infantry prowess. Air power. Germany's Luftwaffe was a formidable force, boasting advanced aircraft and experienced pilots. Key fighters included the Messerschmitt Bf-109 and the Focke-Wulf FW-190, which played crucial roles in various campaigns. The Luftwaffe also deployed bombers like the Heinkel He-111 and the Junkers Ju-88, supporting ground operations and strategic bombing missions. Next was the strongest Asian country at that time, Japan. Japan's imperial ambitions drove its military expansion across Asia and the Pacific. Infantry, Japanese infantry were known for their discipline and willingness to engage in close combat, often utilizing bayonet charges. Artillery units employed weapons like the Type 91 10cm howitzer, providing support in various terrains. Cavalry units were gradually replaced by mechanized forces as warfare evolved. Tanks, Japan's tank arsenal included models like the Type 97 Kaiha, suitable for infantry support but less effective against Allied armor. Navy, the Imperial Japanese Navy boasted formidable vessels, including aircraft carriers like Akagi and battleships like Yamato. Submarines, Japanese submarines conducted reconnaissance and targeted enemy shipping, though with less impact than their German counterparts. Signature weapons, the Type 99 Arisaka rifle was standard issue for infantry, and the Mitsubishi 6M0 fighter became a symbol of Japan's. Air power, Imperial Japanese Army and Navy Air Services. Japan's air power was divided between the Army and Navy, each operating its own air service. The Navy's Mitsubishi 6M0 was renowned for its agility and range, dominating early Pacific battles. The Army's Nakajima Ki-43 Oscar was a mainstay fighter, while bombers like the Mitsubishi G4M Betty provided long-range strike capabilities. And the last country to be the Axis power was Italy. Italy, under Mussolini's regime, aspired to revive the grandeur of the Roman Empire. However, its military faced significant challenges in modernization and coordination. Infantry, the Royal Italian Army Regio Esercito mobilized approximately 2.56 million troops during the war. Despite the large numbers, many units were under-equipped and lacked sufficient training, often relying on outdated tactics and weaponry. Artillery, much of Italy's artillery dated back to World War I. While efforts were made to introduce modern weapons like the 75 32nds and 90 53rds guns, production limitations hindered widespread deployment. Cavalry, traditional cavalry units were still in use during the early stages of the war, but their effectiveness diminished rapidly in the face of mechanized warfare. Tanks, Italian armored forces included models like the L335 Tankette and M1340 medium tank. However, these were often underpowered and inadequately armored compared to Allied counterparts. The Carro Armato P-40 was developed to address these issues but saw limited production. Navy. The Regia Marina was one of the largest navies in the world, boasting modern battleships and a significant submarine fleet. However, the lack of aircraft carriers and coordination with air support limited its operational effectiveness. Submarines. Italy operated a substantial submarine fleet, but strategic and tactical shortcomings, along with limited technological advancements, reduced their impact during the war. Signature weapons. Notable Italian weapons included the Beretta Model 38 submachine gun, praised for its reliability, and the Breda 30 light machine gun, which, despite its innovative design, suffered from performance issues. Air power. Regia Aeronautica. Italy's Regia Aeronautica entered the war with a sizable fleet, but many aircraft were outdated. Fighters like the Fiat G50 and Macchi C-200 were soon outclassed by Allied planes. Later models, such as the Macchi C-200 to Folgore, showed improved performance. However, production limitations and technological gaps hindered Italy's air effectiveness. Thus, the Axis forces that challenged the Allies in the Second World War. What do you think?